What? What? If you smell what the rock. You got the wrong guy. I'm the dude, man.
Welcome to Around the Turnbuckle, kids. I'm the big Albowski. That guy right there is the ruiner of it all, JT CAGE. And tonight we have 3WA in Quakertown, Slamsgiving. Plenty to talk about, but I'll let the man have his day since he called me a clown and everything.
You are a clown, and that intro, could it be any longer? And I didn't even hear where it was my theme song in there. One of the greatest theme songs of all time. I didn't even hear it in the intro. Or a little clip for me saying, just state facts and go to bed. Like, why can't I be in the intro?
He's automatically crying. Go ahead, but keep going.
Crying. So we're going to talk about this show, Slamsgiving.
Yeah, we'll talk.
A lot of turkeys going to be at the show. A lot of turkeys. Especially one I just talked about just a little bit ago, Cody Rhodes. He's going to be at that show. He's the biggest turkey out of them all. And I'm about to knock the stuffing out of him.
Well, let's talk about that match. We're going to talk about the entire card as we do in all these preview shows. But let's talk about your match with Cody Rhodes. What do you expect from Cody Rhodes? He's been gaining a little momentum the last couple of months. So what do you expect out of him tonight?
I've known Cody since I started with this company, and he was my second match I've ever had. And it was in Quakertown. It was my first time in Quakertown, and I fought Cody Rhodes. He's a sneaky little bastard. I'll tell you that. He's a sneaky bastard. I had the upper hand, and he kicked me in the nuts, and right in front of the ref. So why was there no DQ is beyond me, but kicks me in the nuts and gives me that little whatever driver thing he does and beat me once. Okay, fair enough, right? Yeah, kick me in the nuts and does that. The second time we ever got together, it was a 3-on-3 match. It was me, Cody Rhodes, and Slayer, who was managed by Hat Guy. And the reason I said it like that, because I actually wasn't managed by Hat Guy. I thought he was a bastard then. You know, it just so happened he managed Slayer, who ended up being our tag team partner against AEC. What does he do? I finally after getting jumped, triple teamed by AEC, I finally had a clearing to get a tag. Cody's right there at apron, has his hand out, and goes like this and laughs in my face, drops off the apron, laughs right in my face. And Slayer ended up chasing him away because he's a nut. And I was by myself, and AEC all hit their freaking moves on me and stuff. And then the most embarrassing thing ever happened to me, Spanky.
Shout outs to Tyler. What's up, Tyler? I'll see you tonight, buddy. Greg Winters, what's up there, Thundercat? Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Speaking of Slayer, he's got an interesting opponent tonight there, JT CAGE.
Huh.
He's got an interesting opponent in the form of Nico Gray.
Yeah, my favorite librarian, Nico Gray. So who knows what's going to go on there? I know Slayer's a nut, Nico's a nut, you know, but at the same time, you know, obviously I got the back of my original family member, Slayer.
Sure.
You know, but if Nico somehow, some way survives Slayer and gets a victory, then maybe, just maybe, I'll have a case of the power B to come at me for my 3WA Hardcore Championship.
Be interesting. I know a lot of folks. I've been talking to them all. I've been talking to a lot of the fans, and that's definitely a match they've been dying to see. Nico Gray versus you. So for that purpose alone is the only reason why I hope he fares well against Slayer, though I think those two combustible elements are going to be interesting. Tyler's a big fan of Nico. I know you are, Tyler, man. I know. And Nico's something. He's something of an enigma, but I'll tell you what, he's a tough guy. He's a tough competitor in the ring, and he'll give Slayer and hopefully JT CAGE a run for their monies.
Well, Nico, he just did a video, a week ago or a few days ago, and he's talking about, you know, he's at the CZW ring and he's talking about what he's going to do to Slayer, and then he wants to come at me, and that's fine. You know, I wish you all the best because you're going to need it. If you survive Slayer, then maybe you could talk to Daddy Dino and get yourself a shot at me. And we give these people, even though I don't give a damn about them, but we give them something to look at. We give them a match that they've been wanting to see.
Speaking of Daddy Dino, we had him on last week, and man, what a gentleman, what a great guy. A lot of stories he had. He had nothing but good things to say about several of the competitors in 3WA, including you, and where he's and how far you've come from the past 2 years.
I respect that part, but he did say I was mean like that guy. We're not mean people. People just piss us off. Well,
that's a matter of opinion.
I watched it back, and it'll be interesting to have him back on the show because I'd like to hear more of these stories.
Yeah, we're having a part 2. He promised me a part 2, and we're definitely going to have a part 2. We're going to make that happen. Rebecca Bruner says, "You are the man, JT Cage. You got this all the way tonight."
Thanks, Becky. But go to bed.
Nico Gray in the house. See you tonight, boys.
See you there, Nico. I hope you can survive Slayer.
I hope you survive Slayer too, brother. I'm rooting for you. Dina says go to bed.
Don't
get him started. Why are you trying to light his fire?
Like, and what is that FAVT? Learn to type, toots. God, learn to type and season your damn food. She tried to send me a plate for Thanksgiving, trying to get on my good side. I threw the whole damn thing out. I had no seasoning, no life.
Tyler vows that he will be a wrestler in 3WA one day.
I will be on this show one day. Well, you better train hard and prepare yourself. If we cross paths,
he's a kid. He's a kid.
Hey.
Unless he's talking about my show. Is he talking about Around the Turnbuckle? Because I'll be glad to have him.
Or is he talking about 3WA?
I think he's talking about both, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Dina meant to say fat.
Too late. You can't get a redo. You suck at typing.
You're welcome, my friend. I'd love to be booked there. Oh, man, we got to talk to Dino. Get Thundercat up here, man, from Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm not the man to talk to about that. Got to talk to the Big Daddy Dino.
You know who I'd like to see Thundercat against? I think Thundercat would be great against the high-impact champion, Greg the Mechanic Manuel. And speaking of him, he has his toughest test to date in the form of Cortez Castro, excuse me. And Cortez Castro will be live right here tomorrow on this show. So he's either going to have a title on his shoulder or not.
Yeah, and Castro's a former high-impact champion. And so I'm sure he's going to be hungry to want to get that title back from the new reigning champion, Greg Manuel. I'm sure he's very set on this match. And I'm sure it's going to be an instant classic.
I've been a fan of Greg Manuel from day one. I'm going to be rocking the Mechanic T-shirt tonight. No offense to you, pal. It's not like you ever gave me a T-shirt.
You don't get one. These are exclusives, family members only.
Gotcha. But anyway, Merry Christmas to you also. But anyway, we got plenty of other action tonight as well. The World Heavyweight Champion, but Tony Batista will be in action as well. And Theo Ivory will be taking on Wyndham James Winthorpe III. I always screw that up. I don't really care to make it right. But anyway, you know who I'm talking about. The former 3WA champion, Wyndham Winthorpe III, will be taking on Theo Ivory. Interesting match there.
Very interesting match. And, maybe Theo can get through Wyndham. I mean, Wyndham lost last month. He got beat last month by Tony Cini. So maybe he's vulnerable. Maybe this is the time for Theo to show him what's up to and get that victory. Or Wyndham will be motivated and just want to, get his revenge, because he lost last month. So maybe he's even more focused and he's going to kick the dog crap out of Theo. I don't know. I don't care.
Rebecca Bruner says, I love that T-shirt.
Okay, Becky.
Like I said, and finally, we, the 3WA faithful, finally hear from Merrick Miami since his victory over Matt Cardona September 25th. What do you think the champ will say when he hits the ring tonight?
I beat Matt Cardona. I beat Matt Cardona. All right, shut up about it. You beat him, right? Now, who have you beaten lately? None. You do a lot of talking and vacationing. I don't see you do an action. You walk around with the title that I wanted from the very beginning, the Extreme title. You walking around.
You want that? You want the 3WA Extreme Championship?
I've always wanted that title since its inception. I fought I won the tournament. Well, I didn't win the tournament. I was in the finals of the tournament in which the finalists all were in the Extreme Battle Royal. And I was cheated out of that. I won't mention it. I was cheated out of that, but that was always my mission. You can go to my YouTube and look at a playlist of this my whole career, and you'll see the first half of it is me chasing that 3WA Extreme title. And me and Hat trying to get it from Clancy when he had it.
Well, I honestly would enjoy Merrick Miami versus the ruiner of it all one-on-one. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we've done that dance before, and I beat him. Well, he got.
I think he's a different guy now. I mean, you are too.
You know, we're both different people now. We're better people. We're probably our best versions of ourselves yet.
Yeah.
You know.
So honestly, that match, and not that I'm a booker or anything like that, but I could see that match being a match at the 42nd anniversary in the summertime, your big event of the year. That would be pretty cool. And if you both have your championships title for title, but that's just me.
I love that. I'd take him on for that 3WA Extreme title. Then I can say I beat the person who beat Cardona.
What else we got tonight? Do you recall anything? I don't have the card in front of me. I was just going by pure memory there.
Look at you, not even prepared. Not even prepared. But no, also tonight it'll be Tony Batista taking on Philly Mike Swanson.
Oh yeah, Philly Mike Swanson, yes.
That's going to, Tony Batista, every time he gets stronger and stronger with each victory that he gets. He shows the crowd something new. And trust me, I'm taking notes on all this too, because I'm sure my time will come one day. But, and Philly Mike Swanson, he had a couple of matches and, he's showing his thing out. So
he's been around. He's been around, especially in the Pennsylvania, Jersey area. I've seen him wrestle in other organizations, and he's all business.
Oh, yeah, and that's for the 3WA World Championship. So, I mean, if you can't get motivated by that, then what you doing? You know what I mean? And throw down, get the title. And I like seeing upsets, and nothing against Batista, but I like when I see an upset. I would like to see Philly Mike Swanson beat Batista personally. You heard it from
wow. Well, I beg to differ. I'm all in on the champ, and so I hope the champ retains, but that's me.
Yeah.
Is your title up for grabs against Cody Rhodes, or is that just a match?
Let me explain that, because I actually explained it in that video I posted a little bit a while ago. But the powers that be, and hey, if you don't believe me, whatever. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to state the facts. I was told it's a non-title match, and here's why I think. In my opinion, it's a non-title match. It's because they know the history I have with Cody. Plus, last show, I got pretty violent. As you know what happened there, throwing the cult member off the apron through the drywall table.
Yeah.
I guess, and Dino, I can see the look in his face when that happened. Like, okay, that's kind of like crossing the line a little bit, Hey, I mean, I was provoked. You know what I mean? They've been provoked me, the cult, and look where they're at. So,
sure.
So I think they thought, now you're going to feed me Cody. Now you're going to get Cody coming at me and our history. And it's been a long time coming. I want to get at Cody. Let's tone it down a bit. Let's put some rules in place. We can't let this get too crazy. So
it's going to be a normal one-on-one matchup.
One-on-one match. It's been a while since I had a normal one-on-one. But trust me, I don't just need weapons to ruin somebody. I've gotten to the dance without having to use weapons. So it's not
Becky says she'd like to see you on SmackDown fight Roman Reigns. That would be awesome.
To fight Roman Reigns.
That'd be interesting.
Then I'd be the one.
I got to tell you something, Tyler. Good luck there. I mean, no offense to you, kid.
You better.
No offense to you, kid. But
in WWE 2K or something and have that match, because you don't want.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, create them in the new WWE game. Here you go. You got it.
Well, when it comes out, I'm going to create myself anyway. I'll upload it. You can download it. You can download it. Corner of it all.
Awesome. Yeah. So always a good time, Slamsgiving. Always a good time in Quakertown. And if you're in the Quakertown area, you're in the Allentown area, you're in sunny Phoenixville, you're in all these other places, head down to Quakertown tonight. $15 gets you in the door. Ringside sold out, man. These shows go. So Dino posted yesterday, if you want to call him and reserve a ticket, you can call him and reserve a ticket. He's got it on his Facebook. And if you're not friends with Dino Santa, he's on Facebook at Dino Santa. And his post yesterday had the phone numbers you call to reserve your tickets if you can't get down there in time. But the bell time is 6:30.
6:30.
The doors open at 6 o'clock. It's very interactive. If you've never been to a 3WA show, if you've never been to the indie shows, and you're tired of WWE, and you're tired of everything else, to come on down. You have such a good time. And if anything, you can see me. You can see this guy too, but you can see me. I'll be there.
Who wants to see you? We don't want to see you. They want to see me. They want to see the original family.
I'm gaining a following. I'm the undisputed leader of the 3WA faithful.
Oh, please. I bet you that trick eye got something to say about that. What, you're going to be a wino like her? Go pregame at the winery?
I know one thing. Not only will I pregame, but I'll also get in your damn face because I bought my ticket, and I can yell and boo and cheer for whoever I want.
Here you go. Yes, you are allowed to yell, boo, cheer, who you want. But I don't care. As long as your eyes are set on the violence I'm going to be displaying against folks of that. But I do want to go back real quick and add something.
Go ahead.
At this show, tickets will be on sale for the following show, which is a special Friday event. What are you pointing at? I'm only going for Big Al and Flash Carter. Yeah, you don't want none of this, kid. You don't want none of this. None of this. Trust me.
No, he's only going to see me and Flash Carter.
Oh, I thought because he's talking about fighting people and this, that, and the third. Now he's only going. Oh, don't go then. I don't care. Whatever. Don't worry about me at the winery. I'm not. I'm worried about the safety of the other fans.
But go ahead. Go back to what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's special. The Christmas show. It's going to be Friday.
December 17th.
Yes, December 17th. That's the special, and tickets are on sale at the show, starting at the show. So if you want front row, you want to buy someone a Christmas gift, get them a ticket or whatever, that's your thing, then go ahead. Get it for them for Kwanzaa. Don't talk about that. I'll talk about Merry Christmas and stuff, and don't talk about some Kwanzaa.
Yeah, so since Dino made that announcement, in case you weren't there, that is the Friday before Christmas Eve, because Christmas Eve actually falls on a Friday, and they normally do their shows the last Saturday of the month, but the last Saturday of the month just happens to be Christmas. So December 17th. What was that?
I still would have wrestled on Christmas, but they were like,
"Oh, no, of course you would have wrestled on Christmas. I understand that, but we have families, we have things to do that day."
Oh, whatever. It's a holy day, JT. You can't ruin that day.
Tyler, if you want Around the Turnbuckle merch, I have T-shirts. I have Around the Turnbuckle T-shirts, among other things. Come see me tonight, and we'll talk about it, my brother.
Look in the Quakertown dumpsters. That's where you'll find them.
I always have them with me.
And you start talking smack.
Talking smack about what? What did I talk smack about?
You start the smack talking this time. You're talking about, I'm a fan, and I'm going to boo you. And like I care. So, yes, find the Around the Turnbuckle merchandise at their merch table in the nearest dumpster to the far right.
Wow. That's a hell of an attitude for somebody who brought you on my show to promote your show.
If you want these glorious things, these specimens, keep dreaming. You ain't got what it takes to be a part of family.
He ain't about selling T-shirts, folks.
Don't care. I'm about throw them down, beat downs. That's what I'm about.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about, sir? Because I can get back to work.
Let's see. We ran down the card. I think that was everything. DOI versus Wyndham. Flash Carter.
Yeah.
Flash Carter's going to be there. He's taking on Let me think here. Oh, Hardy. He's taking on Brian Hardy.
Brian Hardy, that's right. Flash Carter versus Brian Hardy. I just remembered.
I think Brian Hardy was going to be on the last show, but I guess that's a personal life going on. And,
right.
I'm glad to see him. I like new competition. I like when Dino brings in some new talent. You know, I like scouting them out, seeing what they're about. You know, see what kind of things that they can do and what I can do to them. So I do like to see that. Flash Carter, he's been up there, you know, like in a flash, whatever he says and stuff. So he's doing his thing. So that could be an interesting match.
That's what he says. Yeah, and Tyler's a big fan of Flash Carter, so you're going to see Flash Carter tonight, Tyler.
Yeah.
Versus Brian Hardy.
Before you go, there's a huge match that I have a lot of interest in.
Okay.
Any of the matches besides Slayer. One huge match here. If we forget to talk about it, you called me the Candyman of the show. The other Candyman of the show is going to jump on. Brick House. The pole match. Tyler Sims versus
yes.
And obviously my eyes is on that because I know Roblox been talking and Brickhouse been doing videos talking about Roblox coming back after me for the title that I beat him for. But I have a lot of interest in that match. Plus it's a chain on the pole match. I mean,
Tyler Sims versus Roadblock on a chain on a pole match.
Yes, so the chain will be on the pole above the ring, and whoever can climb up and get the chain gets to use it. Simple as that.
There you go. Yeah, I almost forgot about that match. Like I said, I'm not home. I normally have the card right in front of me when we have these shows.
That's why you got the runner. I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm an ass kicker and a broadcast journalist. That's why you got me doing these pre-shows because I am the voice of the 3WA. I am the knowledge of the 3WA, and I am the ruler of it all. But yes, that's going to be an excellent match. I think I'm going to be out somewhere in the crowd, maybe amongst the fans.
You ought to jump in a box and wrap yourself up and give yourself to yourself in Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Good, I would. I'm the gift that keeps on giving. But yeah,
so if you're coming to QUAKERTOWN, I will see you there. And JT Cage, is there anything else that we missed? Because I'm glad that you brought that chain on the pole match up. That's a big match.
I was like, there's a match I'm missing. And I know it's a really big one. I was like, that's right. So, yes, that's a huge match. You don't want to miss. And also, Brickhouse also claimed during my match with Cody, because he has an invested interest in wanting to see Cody get ruined, apparently, trying to get on my good side. He's talking about sitting front row amongst the fans for that match. So that's going to be interesting. So you might get to sit right next to Mr. Brickhouse.
I'd rather not.
He'll commentate the front row. Even though it's sold out, he'll somehow find a way to get up in the front row. I know he could probably make it happen, but he's supposed to sit front row for my match. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he think he's going to recruit me for a new Brickhouse Club. Screw that.
Also, if anybody else besides Tyler is interested in Around the Turnbuckle merchandise, I will have that with me at tonight's show. Come see me during the show, and we'll talk. Other than that, he's JT Cage, the ruiner of it all. Tonight, QUAKERTOWN, Q-Mart, Farmers Market, 6 o'clock, doors open, bell time 6:30, general admissions $15. You ain't doing nothing tonight. What are you doing tonight? You going to go out and shop some more like from Black Friday yesterday? No. Come on down, see some local wrestling, support your local indies, because they do it for the love of this business. And I do it. I do Around the Turnbuckle for the love of this business. And JT Cage, I'm going to get in your damn face for calling me a clown. Be sure of that, pal.
Okay, clown. Okay, clown. You get in my face. You get in my face when I'm doing my interest, the grandest interest of all 3WA. When I'm doing my interest, you can go ahead and get in my face. When that bell ring.
And if Hat Guy gets in my face, I'll slap the hat right off his head.
Ooh, you don't want to do that. You also has personal security. Ooh, you gotta watch.
All right, so
last show you do, you're gonna have to tell Castro. Sorry, well, actually, you ain't gonna be able to tell him because you're gonna be all messed up. So
Castro. Oh yes, thank you for reminding me there. Big Al versus Jobber Cage. I love it, Tyler. Thank you. Can't wait to see that. There you go. So tomorrow night on Around the Turnbuckle, kids, 6:00 p.m. Eastern time, we have Cortez Castro, possibly the new high impact champion, if he gets through Greg the Mechanic manual tonight. He'll talk about his long career. He's been in this business for over 20 years, including a couple stops in places like the Lucha Underground and things like that. So, man, I can't wait to talk to Cortez Castro tomorrow. It's going to be fun with the professor. The professor will be with me also tonight if you want to come and smack him around to be my guest. But tonight, QUAKERTOWN, be there tonight, and you'll see all the great 3WA action as always each and every month. And it was great talking to the ruiner of it all, JT CAGE. I hope that you had a happy Thanksgiving.
It was until I had to talk to you. But yes, my Thanksgiving was good. Everyone else had a good Thanksgiving. But now it's time to knock stuff out of people tonight.
And Merrick Miami tonight, kids. What does he have on his mind? Come check it out and come find out.
I beat Cardona. I can't wait till the day comes I can be like, I beat the man that beat Cardona.
All right, we'll see you guys all tonight.
Later.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you gonna do, brother? Oh, yeah! Woo!